Okay, so we have a young coming 2-year old jumping bred warm blood here, and she's I've lunged her, she's had lunging maybe 3 or 4 times, not very often. So she gets the gist of going around left and right in a circle. We have that base on, teaching her to stay out of my bubble. Today I'm just using a regular old lunge whip. I rope halter and not too long of a rope lead. And my main goal is, all right, so now what I want to do is I want to teach this horse to change directions and do it in a way that's very smooth. Smooth is the ticket when you're dealing with horses. If you want to get something done fast, you got to stay smooth. If you get going fast, if you're fidgety, you end up getting tangled up. You end up having things go a little bit chaotic if you're trying to speed through everything and do things very quickly. You'll actually do things quicker if you stay slow and smooth. So that's one thing to remember, especially young ones. So the thing I want to always remember too is if I'm lunging a horse in this size circle, I got to make sure that I always know where that hind end is and that front end too. But I don't want her to play on the line here, and then all of a sudden I'm not paying attention well enough and I can't pull her head towards me, and instead she flicks her hind end away and she kicks me. I'm in big trouble then. So I always want to be able to, in any sort of case, be able to turn that hip away from me so that I don't get hurt by it. Because these things, she might just be playing, not even really realizing, kick out towards you. Horse will kick out towards you. You can get a lot, you're done. You broke a knee. You get hit in the stomach, you broke a rib. So you want to be able to have these boundaries. Getting that hip to move away. So to start with, that's what you want to do is basically all you're going to do is you're going to put pressure on here. And at the beginning, I don't introduce the cluck because all I want to do is I want her to realize that when I hit her with the stick, she moves away. Later on, I'll go cluck, hit, do those steps, wave it, and then, I'll cluck, and I'll add that cluck in to make that more of the cue. But right now, the only thing I want to do is just get a hold of her, hold her face, tap that hind end. Good. That's it. That's it. And then same thing with the front end when you want to be able to push that front end away. This girl doesn't know anything about ground manners. The front end should be able to just push away. So now I want to switch directions, but I'm going to show you the smoothest way to do it once we get going. But at first I have to just teach her. So I take the end of the lunge whip. I just take the handle. That's the best part. Sometimes I'll just leave the lunge line laying on the ground too, but I just want to tap, 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 pull that head towards the hip, pull that head towards the hip. And if I keep my hand up, then I know she won't run over me with her head. Good. We got hip control. We got hip moving. So we're sitting in the right spot here. Very good. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So now move that front end away from me a little bit. Best thing to do too is, try and find those pressure points, because you can always hit a pressure point, push them away from you. And if you stiff arm them, then if they try to run into you, you can use their push and push away from them if they run into you too hard. Because some of these animals are a lot bigger. This one, she's little, but she still could run me over. Okay, so now I'm going to get her going, and I'm just going to show. The goal for this video is to just show you the process of switching directions smoothly and doing a rollback. Okay, this is fresh. She's never done these. It's the first time that I'm going to ask her to do this, and it's hopefully going to go well, but Who knows? So what I'm going to do is right now I got her lunging in a clockwise circle going to the right. So my right hand has the lunge line. My left hand has the whip. Now I got her going. Now what I want to do is keep her going. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch. I'm going to put the lunge whip below the lunge line. I'm going to put the lunge whip in my right hand. Now I have the lunge line in my left. I swing the lunge whip underneath the lunge line. And there we go. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Now she's going the other way. Open that door with my hand. Good girl. Let her boost. Let her get some of this energy off. She's going to lope. What a nice little loper she is. Look at that. That's beautiful. Very nice. And I mean, I have a small circle here. Smaller the circle, the easier it is going to be to change. So what I do is I got her going nicely. So now what I'm going to do is put the lunge whip in my left hand. Put the lunge rope in my right hand. Back up. Woo, she turned in beautifully. She almost knew what was going to happen there. That couldn't have worked better. And I swear to God, that's the first time she's done that. So, I mean, sometimes you get lucky like that. And it works out well. So you just do a handful of those each way. So I get her going, got her in her circle. It's a very small circle. So again, I'm paying attention. I don't want to get kicked by that hind end. So I also want to make sure that I can pull that front end away just in case. That's my safety so I don't get kicked by her. Now I'll send her back out right here. I want to keep her at that circle that we had. We got a working circle. If she leans her front end into me, I'll wave my lunge line a little bit. Wave it, wave it, wave it. Get her out. Good. Just wanting to stop. Keep her going. Now I'm putting my lunge whip below my lunge rope. Put the rope in my other left hand. Swing underneath. Back up. Hit that other side, hit the left side, get her going. Very good. Very good. So I've done 2 and 1 each way, and as soon as I get her going this other way, a hand underneath, rope in the other hand. So you always put the lunge whip underneath the lunge rope. Okay, so that's an important part to remember, is that your lunge line stays above the whip on the transfer. Your lunge whip goes below the lunge line on the transfer. So I put it in my right hand, and I can even whip like this too. I can hold the whip in my other hand, my off hand, and I'm lunging her to the right, but I can hold the lunge line with my left hand, and then I just swing underneath, pull that head, open that door, bam. Beautiful. Now we'll make her run a little faster in a bigger circle. Do a couple at the bigger circle. But we'll knock some of this energy off. And then another thing to point out right now is that what I like to make sure that everybody knows is that when you're lunging a horse, don't let them crossfire. Make them, when they're loping, make them lope, make them canter in the correct lead. I hate it when I see someone lunging their horse and they're crossfiring in the hind end. That's a bad habit. We don't want it. There, perfect. Excellent change. Just like that. She's getting a little close to me. Keep her going. Getting excited because another horse is coming this way. Oh, I just keep her running. It's good to have her just cantering. She's good leaded. And you can see my energy is just staying smooth. She's getting fast in her thinking. She's getting all excited. I just want to stay chill and stay on course. Switch my hands, switch my rope. See how that's a little tougher when it was a longer line. Thank you. It makes that change a little bit difficult. So if you're on a bigger circle, you're going to have to shorten up every once in a while. So if you put her on a bigger circle and you get ready for your change, then you're going to switch, but you might have to shorten that rein, or shorten that lunge line, not rein, to get her to cross over. And then, you can do it pretty quick too. You can do it, once you get in it's a really good exercise rather than just having them go around. Make them work for it. Make them roll back. Do a half circle. Make them roll back. Keep them going. She gets stuck. There's another horse that came in, and now she's interested in that, so I'm losing her focus. That's perfect. That gives me opportunity to get her focused on me, to teach her something, that even though another horse is in here, she's still got to pay attention to me. So I'll just keep whipping her. There, good girl. Good girl. And I'll just get her going until I feel like she's a little bit more focused on me. And this is a wonderful tool to get them to focus on you more too, is rolling them back, turning them a lot. So if they're thinking about something else, boom, there, get them to think about you. Get them to move their feet. Get them to do some things that they have to pay attention in order to do. So you can kind of get, a lot of them in, get them going, turn her. And it's really fun once they learn how to do it really well. You'll roll them back and they'll lope into that circle. And it's just so good. Yeah. For these young ones. And it's good for old ones too. It really is. It's good for old ones. It's good for any of them. Doing a little groundwork. Underneath there. Perfect. Good girl. So, that's the lesson for today. Thank you to Sushi for being the demonstrating horse. Y'all have a good one. AKG out. Run that.